Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. What is okay? What is up? Okay, so I'm recording. Am I the a-hole, or if you want to say it, asshole? Okay, it's basically Reddit post where someone says, ask if they are an a-hole for doing some shit, and we as the people can decide because they're putting their business on blast for everybody. So we get to listen to their tea and gossip. You know what I mean? So it's like, and they're just fun. They're just absolutely sometimes just fucking fun. So it's like, yeah. And then you get to decide if what they did was wrong or if they were in the right. It's like everybody just has their own weird situations. Like, yeah, and yeah, okay. And I'm also live streaming. I'm trying something out. So I'm gonna record Am I the Hole, and I'm on Reddit doing Am I the Hole, and yeah, and give my opinions on some of these situations. Alright, I don't know how this works. This is my first time trying this. So, yeah. Anyways, so if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. Because I'm trying to find some situations to read out to you guys. All right, let's see some fun ones. Okay, okay, what does this say? This one says, am I the a hole for refusing to help my sister pay for her kids' medical bills because of what happened when I needed help? Okay, this one's interesting. For refusing my sister to pay for my sister's kid. So your niece and nephew did. Okay. Honestly, you're not obligated to pay for them, so I don't think he he is the a hole. I don't think that person's the a hole, but depending on the situation, maybe we will find. Let's find out. Okay, so it's saying throw away, throw away because my sister and family are the kind of people who would 100% stalk my post to prove a point. Okay. Okay, so this is messy as hell, but I need to get it out of my head. My sister, 28 female, and I, 26 female. Okay, aren't super close. Okay, fair enough. You're not super close with your sis. Okay. And honestly, we would never really been. She's one of those people who always had her life together, good job, nice house, all that. Me, not so much, lol. I've had my ups and downs, and a couple of years ago, it got really bad. Okay. So 2 years ago, I lost my job like completely out of the blue. Hey, thanks for everything. We are shutting down. Good luck. Type of wow, wow. I was obviously screwed. I had no savings because life is expensive. True, that is so true. No, no, okay, sorry, but that is true. That is true, 100%. Had no savings because life is expensive. And I was living paycheck to paycheck. Like everyone else I am, obviously, everybody's like that. Either you are on the streets, paycheck to paycheck, or you are the 1% who's living. Please. You know what I mean? Okay, anyways, like everyone else I know, my rent was due and I had literally no idea how I was going to pay it. I was freaking out, like, can't sleep, crying all night, stomach in knots level freaking out. Okay, so I swallowed my pride, which was already in the toilet at this point, and called my sister. God dang. Okay. I asked her if she could lend me 1K, $1,000 to cover rent. Not giving me, lend me. Not give me, lend me. I promised I would pay her back as soon as I got a new job. I wasn't asking for a handout, I just needed help. She didn't even hesitate. She said no, straight up, like flat cold no. Dang, okay. That is sad. What is the point of family if you don't help? That's crazy. Okay, fair enough. Okay, she didn't want to help you out. Cool. And then she gave me this whole speech about how she doesn't believe in lending money to family because it always goes wrong and ruins relationship. She says it wasn't personal, just her policy, and it basically hung up on me while I was sobbing. I was devastated. No shit. Now I get that. Okay. No shit, you'd be devastated. Like, it's your family, you know? Like maybe distant you would expect it. Distant makes sense. Like you don't really know each other too much maybe. Like you don't really care for each other that much. But like your actual like brother and sisters and your parents, it gets dicey around there because it's like you're supposed to support each other and respect each other no matter what the man. Like, anyways, I don't know. I was devastated. Like, I get it. No one obligated to help me, but I'm her sister. Sure. I wasn't asking for anything crazy. I just needed help to not end up homeless. Anyways, we figured it out. I sold some shit, borrowed from a couple of friends, and barely escaped by but that moment it stuck with me. It changed the way I see her. Like she made it very clear that I can rely on her when things got tough. Fair enough, true. I never said anything to her about it after. That's because what's the point? But I never forgot. Okay, fair enough. Now fast forward to last week. Her husband got laid off a couple months ago, and I guess they're struggling. But I didn't know the details because we don't really talk. Then out of nowhere, she calls me. She never calls me, so I immediately knew something was up. She was crying like full on sobbing and told me they need 1,500 for my niece's medical bills. It's something about a treatment she needs, and apparently insurance will reimburse them, but they have to pay up front. She said they're completely out of option and begging me to help. And look, I love my niece. She's 3, she's adorable, and obviously she's done nothing wrong, but I couldn't help but think about the phone call 2 years ago when I was desperate and she couldn't have cared less. So I told her, sorry, I can't help you. And yeah, it might be a little petty because I threw her word back at her. I said, I don't believe in lending money to family because it's always good. Nah, yeah, joke. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, fuck that shit. Nah, you're not an a-hole at all. Nah, 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 nah. Like, you expect me to help you if you're not gonna fucking help me? Yeah, fuck off. Like, I get that. Like, it's petty as shit, but being an asshole? No, not at all. Karma. You get what you did. You get what you give. Like, fuck off. If you give nothing, you get nothing. Like, you know, if you give nothing, you expect to get nothing. That's period. Bottom line. If you give nothing, you should expect to get nothing. If you even get something, that's respect right there. Because they shouldn't even be giving you anything. Because you already was dumb. Like, you get what I mean? Nah, that's crazy. That's actually that's actually crazy. Nah, man. Like, I don't know. It's like it's different because it's medical bills. Like, but still, nah, banda, nah. It's a hard one. No, but it's a hard one because it's like I can understand both sides, but like if you're gonna fuck with someone. no shit, you're gonna get fucked back. Like you know what I mean? If you're not gonna help someone, what makes you think in your right mind that they're gonna can help you? Like, period. Like, you're not gonna get help. And if you do get help, you should even be appreciative very much so more because they even have the decency to be a nice ass human who actually cares for you when you don't even care for them. That's absolutely insane. And you even had the audacity to even ask them when you didn't even want to help them in the first place. Uh, that's just that's just fucking crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, let's get back into it because there's still more to the story. Okay, where was I? Okay, sorry, I went off on a rant, but it's so true. Okay, anyways, okay, I'm gonna start from the previous paragraph again. And look, I love my niece. She's 3. She's adorable, and obviously she's done nothing wrong. But I couldn't help but think about the phone call 2 years ago when I was desperate, and she couldn't have cared less. So I told her, "Sorry, I can't help you." And yeah, I might be a little petty because I threw her words back at her and said, "I don't believe in lending money to family because it always goes wrong." She lost her shit. She started screaming at me about how this is stupid because it's her child. Nigga, no, it's not. Not just stupid rent. Her words. First of all, rent is not stupid. If you don't pay your rent, you're fucking in the streets, homeless. You need a place to live. That's not stupid. Shut up, okay? Nah, but this is a joke. Nah, but for real though. Oh man. Is it actual? Are these some people? The audacity with some people. I swear to you, this is why I love this shit. 'Cause it just shows you people's mental states and like nobody and people don't understand stupid shit sometimes. Okay, not just stupid rent, her words, and how I'm so a selfish bitch for holding a grudge over something that happened forever ago. She accused me of punishing an innocent kid just to get back at her, which okay, maybe that's a little true, but also, where was this whole family help family thing when I was begging her to not let me lose my apartment? And here's the thing, I can afford to help her. I can afford to help her. I've worked my ass off these past 2 years to get my shit together. For the first time in forever, I actually have some savings. But why the hell should I? She made it clear that we're not that kind of family. She set the rules, not me. And now the shoe on the other and now the shoe's on the other foot. I'm supposed to just forget everything and bail her out? I can't. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But sometimes you don't. But sometimes you shouldn't stoop to their level and have like humanity in you and like some decency in you and kindness and that shit. You should sometimes. Sometimes it's like it makes sense. Like you have all the right to tell them fuck off, but like sometimes you shouldn't and you should be the better person. I say it is, but I probably fucked them off too, honestly. Nah, but for reals though, I'm just playing it. But it's like it's a tough one because it's like it's a tough one because it's like sometimes you shouldn't you shouldn't snoop. I can't even speak right now. Fuck. But it's like you shouldn't go down on someone else's level. Sometimes and sometimes you should be the better man and just like better person and just like be respectful. But like if if someone's being a dick to you, by all means be a dick to them too. Like you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Nah, man. But it's just this is jokes. But it's like I wanna see what how there's oh my god, there is more. There's okay, there's like another 3, 4 paragraphs. Okay, where was this whole family help family thing when I was begging you to not let me lose my apartment? And here's the thing, I can afford to help her. I have worked my ass off, yeah. And now that she's on the other foot, I suppose to just forget everything and bail her out, I can't. Of course, of course, she immediately runs to my parents, and now they're all over me too. My mom keeps saying it's not about her, it's about your niece, and that I'm being heartless. Bro, what? Heartless? No. He was heartless at first. Okay. Nah, man. Okay. My dad told me I'm acting cold and vindictive. What the? Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah. They're both making me feel like absolute garbage, and honestly, maybe they are right. No, they're not. It's not my niece's fault her parents are struggling, but it's not my fault either. And honestly, if I cave now, I know my sister's just gonna think she can treat me however she wants, and I'll still come running when she needs me. So yeah, I feel like shit, but also I feel like she kind of had this coming. Yeah, she did. Like, am I being a total a-hole here, or is it fair to not help her after everything? I can't tell if I'm justified or just being petty. Edit. Sorry, there is a lot to read just what to say. I'm reading all the replies. I see there are more opinions, options than previous thought. I'm considering helping her get the money in some other way via other payment systems like paying the healthcare provider directly or getting legal support. Am I extremely bitter towards what my sister did back then? Frankly, I do feel like teaching her a lesson. I don't want to be psychopathetic and see my niece to suffer. Thank you guys for the honest advice. I'll read all of them and could connect and contact directly if needed. I don't know, man. Like it's not a cold and it's not like a direct no or yes on this one. It's like it's get a group call with mom and dad and her and say, remember when I got laid off and needed 1,000 so that I would have a bed? Answers told me no. I learned some real valuable lesson there, so I thought I'll share them. Here's what I suggest. Sell some stuff. I sold X and Y using this route, and I borrowed small amounts from some close friends who would worry about their relation getting ruined. So maybe you two households can figure it out. If I if I who own fewer valuable things to sell and I'm only one person could find enough to come up with 1,000, maybe your two households can find things to sell to add up 1,500. Okay, fair enough. Someone, yeah, Pub has a family as well. Sounds like her parents are saying they can give her the money, doesn't it? You're following the golden rule of treat others how they treat. Exactly. Thank you. Treat others the way they treat you. Exactly. If they're gonna be shit to you, be shit to them. Like they don't deserve you if they're gonna be shit to you. Nah, like it's true. And that's not just relationships too. That's also family. Like for real. Like if someone's gonna be shit to you, be shit to them too. Yes, 100% did. Wait, 100% this she did not have your back when you needed it, so why should you go out of your way for her now? You're not being petty, you're just holding accountability for her past actions. Exactly. Okay, not the a-hole. Karma comes back to bite your sister on the ass. If you treat people poorly, you can hardly expect them to treat you well. Exactly. Nah, exactly. This is actually true. Not the a-hole. So where are your parents when you were about to become homeless? Not the a-hole. You know this, and don't let them try to gaslight you. Yo, exactly. Nah, not the a-hole. Not okay. It's anonymously. It's just not the a-hole. It actually makes sense though. Not for real though. That one, I don't know if it's cut and dried though. Because sometimes with family, it's a bit dicey. It's family. That's the that's the only reason why I say it's a bit dicey because it's like normally you would just straight up say not the a hole, and it's like if you're just being shit to someone, of course they're gonna be shit to you. But it's like it's still your family. Like you should still at least for you should at least respect them enough to like be there for them, even if they're not there for you. And deep down, you know that shit. you should still be there for them. Like, be like the better man, be the better person, and all that shit. Yeah, it's family. But still, like, it's still like allowed. Like, if they're gonna be shit to you, be shit to them by all means. But if you don't have the guts to be a better man, fuck it. Don't be a better man then, and just be shit. Honestly, nah, man. Because it's like, yeah. The only reason I'm saying it's dicey because it's family. Because, with family, you should respect them no matter what. But you know what? And then on top of it, it's for your niece. It's not for her per se. You know. So it's like, what did your niece do to you? Maybe, but I don't know. Honestly, let's go to another one now. Okay, let me try to find another one. I want to sound something. I want to find something good. Am I a help? I'm not giving. Am I the a-hole for not going above and beyond to make sure my yo okay. Oh, this one sounds interesting. The way the title is, it sounds interesting as well. It literally says, "Am I the a-hole for telling one of my coworkers to wear a coat if you're cold?" Nah, literally, it literally says that. Yeah, yeah. All right. Sorry, my legs are a little itchy right now. I don't know why. Anyway, okay. I, 20 male, work in a small store, okay? There are two separate thermometers. Thermometers. One for the front of the store and one for the back. The one up front is set to a specific temperature, but we are allowed to adjust the one in the back to our liking. The problem is every time one of my coworkers comes in, she will turn it up to 75 degree Fahrenheit, about 24 Celsius, since it's been so cold lately. This means that the heat never shuts off, so we will have hot air blasting on us all day. Dang, okay. I have brought this up with my manager, and she agrees with me, but she's very confrontational, so she hasn't talked to my coworker about it. Dang. Okay. Con- I can't even speak right now. Sorry. Okay, so she hasn't talked to my coworker about it. I work from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and even wearing a t-shirt and jeans, I still go home drenched in sweat. God dang. Okay. The way they just said drenched in sweat. God dang, okay. I have started turning it down myself, but she would turn it right back up once she noticed. I've tried bringing it up with her, jokingly, saying things like, "You really need to start bringing a sweater or something," but she never does. One day I was not in the best mood and caught her turning up the thermostat. Thermostat. Damn, I can't even speak right now. So I said to her, "You really need to just wear a jacket if you're that cold." It was meant to be lighthearted, but I don't think I conveyed the right tone, and she actually started crying. God dang. Okay. I apologized to her, but she just said she was going on her lunch and didn't come back. I apologized to her, but she just said she was going on her lunch and didn't come back after that. I felt like a major jerk, but I mean, someone had to say something, right? Am I the a-hole? To those of you who don't understand how I could have meant that phrase in a lighthearted way, I'm gay and I really do talk like that all the time. It just came out harsher than I meant it to. If you add bitch to the front, I think that's a more accurate way of how I meant to say it. Bitch, why do you wear a jacket if you're so fucking cold? What? I don't know. Mm. Okay, bro. Obviously, that's unprofessional, and I shouldn't talk to my coworker that way. But oh well, lesson learned. I'll give her a proper apology during my next shift with her. I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like it's the heat of the moment. Like you say shit. Like yeah. But is it really being an asshole? Like I don't know. Maybe. I you could there's a you could have said it in a nicer way. Maybe. I like, did you really have to like say the F word? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to just say a cuss word. You know what I mean? You could have just said like, if you're that cold, why just you wear a jacket? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's calm. Like, you don't have to really you know, you didn't have to say the F word. It's like an insult. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's what I feel like. It's like you're insulting her, or like you're insulting the person or some shit. But is it really being an asshole? I don't know. I don't think so. Not really. Kind of. You're just like, you just said a mean thing. Like, or yeah, it's not really like asshole behavior. Let's see what other people think. That's what I think. I don't know. There is one, but she keeps the key hanging on. Your manager can get a cheap lockbox with and keep it locked. Most businesses have it. Eh. The person in charge should be doing the in charge type duties. The thermostat shouldn't be considered a toy that everybody can just move around. True, she shouldn't even be doing that in the first place. That's true. If the rules is like you shouldn't be touching it, you shouldn't be touching it. Yeah, managers who can't stand confrontations are not managers at all. How the fuck do you even get a job as a manager if you get as a confrontation? Nah, nah, that's now you're just violating the managers. Jeez. As an adult, you could have explained to your coworker how uncomfortable temperature was for you and work out a compromise. Exactly. See, like that's what I was trying to say. Like, say it nicely. Like talk to them like nicer instead of just like, all right, like what you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, yeah, saying like that. Yeah, but you're not that. So for thinking your boss should have handled it. You're not totally wrong for being frustrated, but saying it like that, especially the F bomb, definitely made you come out across harsher than you intended. Exactly, that's my point. That's what I was trying to say. It's not really being an asshole, but it's like you're frustrated. Like when you're frustrated, you're gonna say shit that you actually don't intend to say, or or you're gonna say shit, but it's gonna be like in like a mad tone. So it's like it's gonna come out harsher than you expect it to be, and then you're gonna drop an F bomb. So especially dropping an F bomb is gonna sound harsher than what it's intended to be. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, yeah. That's a lighthearted one. Yeah. Mm, that's more of a lighthearted one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me find a good one now. Give me a moment. All right. All right. So let's find another one. Ooh, am I the asshole for refusing to let my mother-in-law take my son for a week? Ooh, okay. For what? So just my mother-in-law. So what? Grandma wants to just have fun with the kid. All right, let's see what this means. So, so I'm female 31. Okay, and been dating my husband for 32, 5 years. Married two and a half, and oh, married. married, 5 years married, two and a half and a 1.5 year old son. Okay. I used to have a good relationship with my mother-in-law until I got pregnant. Then she became obsessed with my pregnancy, asked an uncomfortable question, crying to my husband when I told her my mom would be in the delivery room staying for a week right when we wait what wait then she became obsessed with my pregnancy. Okay, all mothers are like that, honestly. I think that a lot of mothers are like that when the kids are pregnant. When they're pregnant, when they get the grandkids, they are obsessed. It's so true with the pregnant women. Either it's their own mother or the mother-in-law. I'm just saying, mothers are like that sometimes. I don't know why. Anyways, then she became obsessed with my pregnancy, asking uncomfortable questions, crying to my husband when I told her my mom would be in the delivery room, staying for a week right when we got home, even though I told my husband I didn't want that. Basically, I would set a boundary and my husband would let her walk right over, caused a lot of problems. Come to a came to a head in April. She agreed to watch my son for a week. Fair enough. For a weekend while we celebrated my birthday in Vegas. Okay. She lived 12 hours from us and and was only 7 months at the time. Wait, what? She lived 12 hours from us and what is C? Wait, and was 7 months at the time. Then after Vegas, she was able to meet us to give my son back. Led to a horrible 3 days until I called out of work and said I'm picking him up. When we did, oh, and Christmas was only 7 months at the time. And then after Vegas, she was able to meet up with. Okay. Then after Vegas, she wasn't able to meet us to give my son back. Led to about 3 days until I called out of work and said I'm picking him up. When we did, he had a horrible rash that had him screaming in pain. It was infected. I was livid. He claimed he was perfectly fine when I picked him up, and it must have happened on my watch. So I told my husband, under no condition would she ever get to take my baby again come Christmas. All she wants for Christmas is to take. Oh, see, it's the kid's name. Okay. To take C for a week again. Mind you, in all this time, she has been manipulative and intentionally causing stress to my marriage, going so far as lying about cancer to try to see my son and turn my husband against me. So I said, hell no, and my husband thinks I'm being a little unreasonable because it's her only grandson, and my family sees him all the time. So am I the a-hole here because I'm feeling a little crazy? Oh, oh no. This is more dicey. Like I said before, family it's always but when it comes to your spouse's family, but when it comes to when you're married and it's like problems between husband and wife's family, ooh, is it's hard to say. Like I'm not married myself, but it's like it's I'm not, it's just hard. It's like when the two families get together, like if there's problem, if there's tension, if there's like stuff in between, sometimes it just I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. This was a tough one. Like because because it's like sometimes it can lead to divorce because then it can lead to like argument between the husband and wife, and it's like ooh, this one's dicey. I don't know. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Like, no, like each and everybody has their own relationship. So like, I can't say for like everybody else's experience, you know, nor uh like. But it's like sometimes when it's like say you're getting married and then it's like your family doesn't like your wife or your husband's family. It's like and there's friction between the families. It's sometimes it's like it's too much. Sometimes when the two families get together, sometimes it's so you have to when you're getting married before you get married, you have to know that it's like you're good with the other's family as well. I don't know. You have to know them very well. Like you have to just know people's like habits and behavior and like this and that. Because this is a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just see what other people said because I don't know. Not the a hole. Seeing versus taking care of are completely different concepts. Your husband should learn, and judging from your history, your mother-in-law should at most be seeing. His argument is always if it was your mother, you let her take care of him for a week. And yes, I would. But because I trust my mother to actually take care of him, let me know if something's wrong. If I decide I want him back earlier, she would make it happen. That's the biggest difference. She would never not return my child to me because it's my child. My mother-in-law was not even present raising her own kid, causing some trauma in my husband when he desperately wanted to prove she's a good person when she's just not. I mean, she lied about cancer and turns out after she got what she wanted and came to see my son, it was just downstone. Oh, glad the like what's the bladder stone or like the gallstone? The gallstones. Thank God. What? What is that? Is that like the gallbladder stone? I'm stupid. The way that spelt it is like is that gallbladder stone like right? Yeah, the gallbladder stone. Okay, yeah. I know what that is. Okay, I I am so out of it right now today. Not the a-hole, not the a-hole. You seem to have a husband problem. Can't solve mother-in-law problem without solving husband problem first. Dang. Not the a-hole. Okay, so a lot of people say not the a-hole. Okay. Honestly, yeah, she did lie about cancer, so she did lie about cancer to just see her grandkid. So it's like, I don't know. That is a bit much, but like, I don't know. It's like you need a discussion, I would say, with your husband. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it's like, okay. All right, let's see another one. Am I a hey-ho for not letting a woman cut the line at the grocery? No, nobody should cut the line. Well, to be fair, it depends. Like, like, honestly, it depends. Maybe if they have like less items and the line is long, like sometimes you can just be kind and just let them. Or if they're like like have a disability or if they're pregnant, just let them. Like nah, if they have a disability or like they're pregnant, like that's actually been like an a-hole. Like for reals, like I would say that yes, but it's like if they're just cutting the line just to cut the line, that shit. But I hate because you shouldn't wait your turn, but like and be respectful. But like if it's like truly it's like someone has a disability. Maybe someone's walking with like like they only have like that they don't have their legs and they're walking with a cane or some shit. Like broken leg and have a walking cane, or like they are pregnant, like some kind of disability. They're on a wheelchair, something. Like just like yeah, you're an a-hole if you actually don't. So this one depends on what it is. And I will tell you what this is. Hi Reddit. I need your opinion on grocery store etiquette and not letting someone cut the line. Tonight after work, I stopped by my local grocery store to grab a handful of items to make dinner, 5 items in total. I maneuvered my cart behind an old woman who was slowly navigating putting her groceries on the belt to be checked out. She was the only person I noticed in front of me. Fair enough. A few minutes later, another woman tried to edge her way in the line in front of my cart. I gave her a quick quizzical look, and she said, "Oh, I was here before, but I went to go and see if the other line over there was moving faster." I said, "Okay, but you weren't here when I arrived, so." Mm, okay, that one is like, I don't know, cause that one sometimes it's like they can just lie to like just to sneak in, but sometimes they're genuine. Sometimes they could be genuine though. So it's like, well, I don't know that one. You can ask the old lady in the front of her. You said there was one person in front of you. You could have asked her, but it's like I don't know. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one though. Like sometimes like it's like say like two people together or like like a kid and a parent or like like two like a couple or sometimes like when one's like going to get some items, like you have one person waiting there. That's like understandable, and then like they're coming and like and then like saying that's like someone was waiting there for me, and you let them go in front of you to get to their partner or like whoever's there waiting for them. Like that's understandable. But if it's like someone holding the line for you, that's understandable. But to say like you were there before, I don't know. Hey, because who are you? How am I supposed to know if I just came and I see nobody there? Like, if I saw you there and then you left, cool, yeah, I know you were in front of me, and I will say, yeah, sure. You get what I mean? But if I didn't see you there and then you just come and say, like, I was there before you, like, how am I supposed to know that if from what I know, there was nobody here. Unless like you ask the person in front saying, is it true? Like, because you're the only other person that's here. Have you seen this person before I came here? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. And then sometimes it's just like, they're just they're just fucking with you just to beat the system and get ahead of you. Like to, sometimes they're just being rude like that, and just to just get ahead of you. So I don't know. I don't know with this one. Like yeah, I actually don't know with this one. This one's okay. Let's see. All right. I said, okay, but you weren't here when I arrived, so, and then struck. The woman proceeded to inform me she was here first and that she should be let back in because she only stepped away to see if the other line was faster. I replied I didn't see her here before I joined the line, so she could get behind me or go back to the other line. At this point, she showed me that she only had a few things and was shocked that I wasn't going to let her back in. She had 4 packs of Jello. I pointed out that I too only had a few things and I wasn't going to move because I did not see her in the line in front of me. I joined. At this point, it's like she's saying she only has a few things. You could just be kind and let her in, and just let her in front of you as well. It's just like. Now this is where may be the asshole. At this point, we're both getting frustrated in this grocery store, pissing match of pole position. She says, "So you're not going to let me back in? Where's your Christmas spirit?" I'd had enough of entitlement at this point, and I shot back, "Don't pull that shit." Honestly, if I had been behind her in line, I would have happily held her place if she had asked. But she wasn't there when I arrived, and she just assumed she could cut back in line after a few minutes. That is true, yeah. Like that's true. Like I said, like when she came, she didn't see nobody, so it's like it's a bit dicey. But if she was there before and then like she came on the line and then she was leaving and she said, "Can you hold my spot?" That's calm. Like she is like she's saying now, yeah, yeah. Using Christmas fair as a means to get what she wants was the last straw for me. In the end, she glared at me and said, "I hope you have a Merry Christmas." Her voice dripping with sarcasm, and she left to go back over to another cashier. The irony is we both left the store with our items at the same time. God dang. Okay. So am I the a-hole for not letting this woman cut in front of me and calling her out when she tried to use Christmas spirit to get her way? Mm, yeah. No. No. I would say no. I would say no because it's like I would say no. She's not an asshole because it's like nobody was there when you came. Alright, how are you supposed to know she was there? Alright, not the asshole. She gambled and lost. She wouldn't have most likely had a different experience if she asked you first. But you would roll over. That's the thing. She just started to edge her way in. It wasn't until I gave her a look that she. Not the asshole. I was 8 months pregnant, buying milk for other kids at Target because it was near my house, and I was so tired to go to the grocery store. This lady was a preteen and 55 things in her cart was like, I need to cut, please. I have an unhappy child with me. My grumpy mother shut off, well, lady. I have an unhappy child in me, so back up unless you want my foot in. Not the asshole. I'm okay with mild. I would have laughed and said that I'm not Christian. Not the AO, not yeah, yeah. It's like it's not serious. Oh, not the a-hole. Yeah, not yeah. Like I said, it makes sense. Yeah. All right. Mm. All right. I feel like I'm just gonna do one more, and then I'm just gonna go. So I'm gonna make this a good one. Good one. Good one. I have to make this a big one. Okay. My house for reason that my sister-in-law bringing her dog into my house. But I felt like my younger brother might get possibly because he broke his. Ooh, this one sounds nice. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my brother borrow my car for his wedding after he trashed it the last time? Hmm. Right there, with that question, I would say no. But depending on what the details is, let's see. All right. I'm 34 male, own a car that I have worked really hard to afford. It's not a luxury car, but it's something I take pride in because I saved for years to buy it. Fair enough. I keep it in great condition and make sure it's always clean and well maintained. Fair enough. My brother, 31 male, getting married soon. Okay, and asked if he could borrow my car to use for his wedding exhibit because it looks better than his. Okay, fair. At first, I consider it because it's a big day for him, but here's the problem. He borrowed my car once a couple of years ago for a weekend trip and completely trashed it. When he returned it, there was trash everywhere, a scratch on the side, and the gas tank was nearly empty. He didn't apologize, offered to fix the scratch. He just laughed it off and said, "It's just a car, man." When I brought that up, he said I'm being dramatic and that it's just one day. But I told him no. Now my parents are saying I'm being selfish and that it's family, so I should get over it. My brother's always telling me everyone. My brother is also telling everyone I'm trying to ruin his wedding over a small mistake from years ago. I feel bad because I know weddings are stressful, but I don't think I can trust him with my car again. I'm at an a-hole for refusing to let him borrow it. No, no. If they don't respect your shit, why? If they don't respect you, why should you respect them? Okay, it's not. It's like it's like when I. It's like with the other one. Like how I was saying the other one. If you're gonna be shit, if you're gonna be shit, you're gonna get shit. So it's like you don't respect it. So how do you expect someone to give it to you? Like I mean, you get it? It's not yours in the first place. It's not yours in the first place to be wanting, like, if someone just says no to you, you have to just respect that. Like, I understand it's like your brother, but it's like, if you're not gonna respect the thing, how do you expect people to let you borrow it? Like, you have to respect I can't even speak. It's not your car to disrespect. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like if you're gonna disrespect it, then you shouldn't have it. Like because it's not yours in the first place. Like they're not the a hole. I don't think the guy's in the a hole there for not letting his brother take his car, borrow the car. No, because it's like it's not his in the first place, and then on top of it, he like ruined it last time. So what's to say he's not gonna ruin it again? Like you know, maybe if like you don't outright say no, but like like just talk to him because it's like they did say it was like a couple of years ago, so maybe like like he was younger back then, so maybe he was like you know he's different now. Maybe he's more mature now. So it's like, maybe just talk to him and just say, promise me you're not gonna fuck it up like last time. Like, you know what I mean? And like come to a compromise at least. Like, like like it's for a wedding, so it's like it's somewhat a big thing, but it's like it's just like yeah. Sometimes family is too difficult sometimes. Like that's what I say. With family, it's all complicated because it's with friends is easy. Like honestly, if you're gonna be rude back. But with family, it's actually you shouldn't because it's more disrespectful than it is with a stranger or a friend. Because that's your family, that's your blood. Like but if someone's gonna be rude to you or someone's gonna be disrespectful, no shit, you're gonna be rude and disrespectful back. But like, it's family, and so it's like, so it's appropriate, but it's not appropriate at the same time. It's a dicey situation. Like I said, with family is dicey. I always say this with family it's a bit dicey because it's like it's understandable and then it's like it's also y- you're fucking shit as well because it's family at the same time. So it's like it's understandable where you're coming from, but it's like you should be the better person. But it's like I don't know. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying? Cause it's like I don't know. Cause it's like his family is a bit different. It's like, but it's like I don't think you're an a hole for that. It's fucked up. Yes, it's fucked up that you're not gonna give your brother. your car for yeah. But to be fair, he said he just wants to borrow it because your one looks better. So honestly, you're not the a-hole. No, he has his own car, and then he's just saying your one looks better. No, bun that. Like, nah, you're not an a-hole. Nah, fuck that. Nah, 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 nah. He's just asking for your car just because he wants it. He doesn't need it. It's not like he actually needs a car. He's just saying it because he wants your one specifically because it looks better. And then you're not giving it, and then you're just saying no because you remember last time he fucked it up. Yeah, you're not an a-hole. No, 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 no. That actually solidifies it. This one you can 100% say not the a-hole. Nah, because he's just taking advantage because he's saying it looks better. Look, it says my brother is getting married soon, and he asked me if he can borrow my car to use for his wedding because it looks better than his. Nah. Yeah, and if you say and if you let him, it's just out of your generosity. So yeah, fuck that. Nah, you're not the a-hole. Yeah, see, not the a-hole. The reason you cited it more than yeah, yeah, but it's family. Ah, fuck off. Nah, not the a-hole, not the a-hole, not the a-hole, not the a-hole, not the a-hole. I don't think you're an asshole, but you're holding a grudge. I mean, if this is literally the only bad thing that happened between you and your brother, then you've got serious problems with letting things go. But I guess this car trash incident is par for the course, and you got a mountain of stuff experience with, bro. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole, not the a-hole. Not the. Why does he just rent a car for a day to have to. Not the a-hole, not the a-hole. Yeah, so it's like. Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't think so, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so not the a-hole, honestly. Yeah, that makes sense. Not the a-hole, yeah. Honestly, because it's like, yeah. But it is petty, though. I will give you that. Because you never said you guys have any bad blood, and then it's just you're not giving it to him because he fucked it up the last time. So it's like, yeah, it's petty, but you're not an asshole. Nah. Anyways, I'm done. Okay. Wait, what? All right. What time? Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to be done now. Anyways, yes.